as the government starts to find its feet, a big week in terms of the Labor front bench, but also the opposition taking shape as well.
Well, we know Peter Dutton is expected to be elected unopposed tomorrow as Liberal leader, and Susan Lee unopposed as his deputy. What direction Dutton takes will be interesting, as he is a Conservative, but in discussions with colleagues this week has shown he might go for the centre and not go hard right in terms of his approach in a bid to win Liberal followers back. But while the Liberals' leadership position is settled with Josh Frydenberg out of the way, I am expecting a hotly contested ballot of the Nationals' leadership in Canberra tomorrow. Barnaby Joyce is set to be challenged by David Littleproud, his deputy, and Darren Chester. David Littleproud could well come through the middle, and I hear even former leader Michael McCormack has been ringing around. After losing no House of Representatives seats and winning an extra seat in the Senate at the election, Joyce thinks he will have the numbers, but I think it is tight. And if Joyce is to be replaced, I think it would be by Littleproud. And no matter the result, expect some hard bargaining with Peter Dutton on a new coalition agreement. That'll be interesting if Littleproud gets the job, because he's close friends with Dutton. Meanwhile, we've got a new Albanese cabinet to be announced Wednesday, and I hear it may be smaller than the Morrison cabinet and indeed the shadow cabinet. One option in front of Anthony Albanese is to absorb the fallen Christina Keneally's position and have one less cabinet minister.
Christina Keneally no longer in Parliament, but really the big figure that is missing in those leadership talks and everything else is Josh Frydenberg.
Well, I think he would have been leader. So certainly the biggest departure from Parliament last week was Josh Frydenberg, the former Treasurer. It is true Frydenberg was approached last September by several Liberals as to whether he would be interested in challenging Scott Morrison for the Prime Ministership. Frydenberg rebuffed this, but shortly after this occurred, Scott Morrison invited him to live with him in the lodge, and he did. There is no talk, as I understand it, of Frydenberg seeking a by-election to come back into the fold in this term, but privately he is not ruling out to friends running again for Kooyong at the next election. But for now, Frydenberg is expected to take up a lucrative private sector role, and he won't be entering state politics, Kieran.